Good morning, YouTube. My name is UtaPri. How are we doing today? So today is December 13th, 2017. We are 12 days away from Christmas, everyone. And I hope everybody's in the holiday season, or in the holiday spirit, because, well, jolly old Saint Nick is waiting in 12 days to come down your chimney. I wonder how much weight he's put on since we last seen him. Anyway. First things first, I must apologize. I don't know what it is with this webcam, but every so often it decides it's going to be dark as hell. Hopefully when this goes through some type of editing, I can work on the picture brightness and try to buff it up a little bit, but no promises. Anyway, we're going to be talking about UtaPri. I know we haven't done that in a while. But we're going to be talking about it because we have two stories to talk about, and they're actually both fairly mysterious ones if you think about it. We're going to do this in one video because, well, we're just starting. Plus, it's been a while. So the first story we're going to talk about, I'm actually going to do this one first because this one is a more recent discovery, and it's a rather interesting one. So, actually, well, they're both recent discoveries, but I thought this one was more pressing. So, if you go on different anime streaming sites, you usually can find a season of a show, if not the entire series, that you want to watch. Crunchyroll recently announced that it's got the acquisition to Black Butler Season 2, the Transy arc, which has me very happy. I was beyond tickled when I saw that, because anybody that knows me knows that the Transy saga is probably my favorite of all the arcs in Black Butler. And don't even start with the, but it's not canon. I don't give a fuck. It's my favorite season. That's my favorite season, and you can go kiss rocks if, you know, whatever. But, so that was added. But one mysteriously has vanished. And this is for UtaPri. This is why we're talking about UtaPri. So, if you go on and you type in UtaPri, you should be able to find 4 seasons. Modulov 1000, Modulov 2000, Revolutions, and Legend Star. Well, you're able to find 3 of them. Guess which one's missing? Yep, Legend Star. Now, you may or may not know this, but around the time season 4 was coming out last year, so we're talking about the beginning of October, me and a friend of mine, how do I explain this? We were trying to discover if Crunchyroll was ever going to get back, or was ever going to get the rights to season 4, which was a season that we were really looking forward to, because it was going to be the first time that Heavens was going to be granted potentially a full season, and they did. This was their first season in UtaPri, where they have a presence that is not just near the end of the season. Unlike 2000, which I was actually just watching the episodes which actually merged together, so to speak, Crystal Time, because the episode's actually called Crystal Time, believe it or not, has the beginning of the song, and then the episode following that, which I believe was Dreamer Symphony, that one actually had, or I might be off on that one, that one had the rest of the song, which I thought was interesting. But nonetheless, I actually thought it was pretty awesome, because anybody that knows me knows that Crystal Time is probably my favorite song of season 2, and possibly the entire season, the entire series. Well, you also have Sealing Territory, so I can't really say that. But anywho, the discovery that season 4 is now missing from the Crunchyroll website is an interesting one. It's an interesting one when you also think about the fact that Sentai had originally announced Season 3 was coming out this year. Season 3 was, of course, Revolutions, and they have the rights to both of them. However, when it comes to Season 4, there has been no known announcement about a release date. And even if you check as far as May of 2018, which is when the announcements of their anime releases stop currently, they don't have a release date for Maji Love Legend Star. Now, I was thinking, and I don't know this to be fact, so do not take what I'm about to say as fact, but I was thinking maybe the season 4, was missing because Sentai hasn't announced the release date for the DVDs, and they want to make sure that the season DVDs can still be given sales. But then I also thought, well, wait a minute, something else is odd here, because Sentai also announced recently they were going to start phasing out DVDs entirely and focus strictly on Blu-rays. But I also wondered if that's even a good idea, because of the fact that most people, at least for a little, at least now, most people are streaming their episodes, be it through Crunchyroll, Hulu, Anime Network, or whatever. So wouldn't it be better to at least get the DVD sales that you can in North America out of Season 4 now, before you completely phase it out next year or the year after? It would just make sense. But for whatever reason, they haven't announced the release date. I thought that was a little odd. I have messaged Crunchyroll as far as why Season 4 is missing from the catalog, and if I do get an update to that, there will be a video up tomorrow about it, or whenever I get the announcement. So it will either be later today, or it will be sometime tomorrow. In other words, Thursday, because today is what, Tuesday? Oh, Wednesday now, right? Yep, Wednesday 13th. Okay, I had to double check the date for a second. So there's that interesting news article to talk about. Then we get to this one, and this one's even more confusing. So Shining Live is one of the games that is tied to UtaPri. And as we know, it's supposed to be getting an English version in the future, when nobody knows, because neither K-Lab nor Broccoli have said anything about this. To be honest, though, if anybody's going to say anything, it will probably be K-Lab, because Broccoli, it has been shown in the past, has had a very nasty history when it comes to the English-speaking audience. Despite the fact that the UtaPri official Twitter acknowledges international fans, Broccoli, as a company, when it comes to their PVs and so forth, block the promotional videos from the United States, or pretty much outside of Japan. If you're going to watch, you have to watch basically through a VPN, and then if you're going to watch again, potentially download it. You shouldn't have to, but unfortunately that's something that pretty much has to be done. For the record, anybody that's curious, PonCan has also blocked PVs of episodes before in the past. They did this once with Cute Pirate Defense Club when that was airing as a regular series. So, what is going on with Shining Live? Well, it was announced on the Shining Live Twitter that there is going to be a Shining Countdown Live event, and it is called Shining Countdown Live 2017-2018. Now there's two ways we can look at this. It is going to be a 11-day countdown starting from the 21st approximately, 20th, 21st to the 31st. The other way to look at it is they're doing a special New Year's Eve event. Now New Year's Day in Japan would actually start at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the US. So it would start early for them. So the event would actually be going from about 10 a.m. on the 30th our time to about 10 a.m. on the 31st our time. If I'm doing it, the reason why I was hesitating is because I had to try to remember the if they were trying to do a 24-hour event. But here's what's really curious. Well, maybe it's not that curious. So the game is called Shining Live, but there are people who probably believed that they would eventually they may bring in Heavens for the first time. However, I don't see that happening yet. It may happen in the future, but just not yet. Could this event be some kind of concert, like actual physical concert, special stage, involving UtaPri? Well, it could be, but think about this. Today, well, let's do it this way. It's soon to be the 14th in Japan, right? Okay. That would give you 17 days to promote the damn thing, and then have people come. But UtaPri doesn't usually do that. So what is it? Because here's the thing, okay? I'm going to read to you through a DM I had with someone. I'm going to read to you exactly what the tweet reads in English. Okay? So here you go. First off, they put news in brackets so you know what it is. New event, Shining Countdown Live 2017-2018 is held at the end of the year. Join the year-end countdown live by members of the Shining office. Please wait for more, or please wait for the next report. So, they specifically state the Shining office. Well, that, of course, means Stars and Quartet Night. Okay, fine. I have no issue with that. But the ambiguity of what kind of event it's going to be. Is it going to be tied to a real-life event? Is it going to be tied to... Is it going to be some normal event that happens in the game? Is it going to be some special one-day-only event in the game? What is it going to be? Nobody knows. And here's the thing. They spring this on the fandom now. And you're going to have 17 days left, approximately, to discover what in the heck it actually is going to be. But that would mean that they, whoever's running the game, is going to have to give updates pretty much at a breakneck pace between now and at least the 31st, if not the 21st. because everybody deserves to know what in the world they're going to be seeing or playing. Now, we shouldn't be expecting anything less, because remember, this is Broccoli and K-Lab, the same companies, decided when they dropped the Japanese version of the game, they just dropped it out of the blue. They said, here you go, here's your game, play it. And everybody's like, what the fuck? So where do we go from here? What is going to be the end game as far as the event? It is going to be something special. We hope. I don't think they would have announced this event if they didn't have something special in mind. But what? What big thing could they do to make this event worth everybody's while? It is also interesting, like I mentioned, that they named it 2017 to 2018. To my knowledge, they've never done this before, where they've done an actual New Year's countdown event with UtaPri. There may, I don't know, there may have been New Year's celebration tweets where they had like maybe a fan art up or something up on their Twitter, but to my knowledge, this is the first time UtaPri is doing this. So what is going to be the big announcement, the big event? Well, hopefully we'll find out between now and, say, the 21st. When we discover more information, or what exactly this bloody thing is going to be, I will discuss it in a video, and we'll talk about it, because this is a very interesting situation in the fandom. Because now, especially in the Western fandom, where do we go from here? We'll find out together, won't we? Anywho, I hope you all have a great rest of your night and day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Hopefully I'll have more info when it comes to Crunchyroll's situation with Season 4, or maybe I'll have some more information on the new event for Shining Light. It would appear. You all take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.